They are the Bostonian versus the Book.
You covered 12. I covered.
Follow the show on Twitter at Boston versus the Book.
How do you like them apples?
Bringing you the best insight on sports betting news, Matt and Dave's daily picks, and an entertaining and unfiltered dive into the sports betting industry. Here's Dave Sharapan and Matt Perrault.
And here we go.
You have picked the day of days to be watching the Bostonian versus the Book.
What day
It
is
is
it,
the day
Perrault?
known as Roll Call
Friday.
Friday. Dave Sharapan, Matt Perrault, how are we doing today, Brigade?
Woo!
We got Brigade members showing up and making the people with the placard have BVB on it today. That's how the morning got kicked off today.
I'm picking you up in Vegas. I'm holding the sign. The sign says BV.
Unbelievable. Just
Limo driver's like,
what
who
are
the
you?
hell's that?
Who are you and why are you making me have this on the placard? Bet smart, man. You are on it. Hell yeah, dude. So fun.
I love it.
Lots of
love
good things to get to on the show today. Discord channel has been humming. Over 500 of you are now in our Discord channel. You guys
Ooh.
can join it. Come on
Over
in.
nickel.
Be a
Over
part of it.
nickel.
It's been up for 3 days. Let's build this thing right up again. bvbshow.com/chat. That is the invitation to get into the Discord channel here, where most of you hang out when you're not watching the show. Then you go and hang out with each other in the other chat. So chat here, then you chat there. Roll Call Friday. Dave's got the list. If you want Dave to call you out today, get in the chat. If you're on Twitter, come over to YouTube, get in the chat, write your name, write something, anything,
Whatever.
and Dave will go ahead and pick you up. How do they determine who's what color? Do you pick that, or does Google just pick that? Do you know?
I don't know. It doesn't look like that on mine, but that is awesome. I have no idea. Did Mikey Awesome have something to do with that?
I don't know.
Could
I
that
don't know
be
if
Akbar? My guys?
Or
Like
it's-
Jay
or it's Matt?
Dalbitz?
I don't know if it's a setting on Matt or a setting on Wirecast.
Producer
Or I don't-
Farrell? Like the Farrell, the Farrell
It was a surprise to me today too. I was like,
Wow,
I was like,
it's very
"Oh,
colorful.
that's nice. Looks like a Christmas tree.
I like it.
Hey.
Is there a rhyme? There's no like a rhyme or reason to it, is there? There's no pattern to it.
Rhyme or
I don't
reason?
think.
I guess
I don't think
I think so.
it's just a YouTube thing. I guess they changed it. I don't know.
Well, if
I
you
like it.
know, let us know.
There you go.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
we don't know, but we're always forward, never straight.
Oh, you can disable it. Sonic's saying it's a setting on the channel. You can disable
Leave
if you
it.
like. Oh, leave it. I like it.
Leave
Looks
it.
cool.
Looks good on the screen. Looks
Yeah.
good on the replay on Sports Grid every night at 9:00 Pacific, midnight Eastern. You can watch this replay nationally on television.
Do your kids watch it with you
All
ever?
over. They do. They don't like it, but they watch it.
No.
and
Why don't they like it? Because Madeline doesn't like it either, but the reason's interesting. Why do your kids not like watching the replay with you present?
Because they live with me and I'm their father and they hear me talk enough. They don't want to watch me on TV talk more. Why
Maddie gets-
does Maddie not like it?
She gets freaked out by it.
Why?
Like, because she's like, you're on the TV and I watch people on that TV on YouTube. Now I'm watching you on that TV and you're sitting next to me. And she's like, this whole like, she's like, it's weird. She's like, you're my dad. You're not supposed to be on the TV. She gets all freaked out by it. It's really funny. I put it on every night just to freak her out. And she's like, shut
Right.
that off. I don't want to see you.
I
So-
get it. I get it. Like, I get it when they miss something that I think they should watch.
Right.
I'll put it on and say, watch this real quick. And they're like, why? I don't want to. And then they watch it and they're like, hey, that wasn't bad. I said, I told you, it's happening. It's happening. You know what else is happening real quick?
Oh,
We got to
yeah.
always start the show with a bang before we get to the boom, bada bing, bada boom, and all the rundown and all this other stuff.
Okay.
You're talking about rhymes, you're talking about showing up and all this stuff.
Right.
Started to just really get in touch with the music. And there's a music Discord channel on the Discord and all this other stuff. I can't wait to get involved with that.
Uh-huh.
But we got lyrics from stuff that we listened to back in the day that people sharing now. Came with a little bit of stand up from Luda. Little quick verse to hit you with at the beginning.
You're
of Roll
rapping on
Call
a Friday. Okay. I need listening glasses. Let's go. Go ahead.
Put them on. Go on with your big ass. Let me see something. Tell your little friend he can quit me mugging. I'm lit and I don't care what no one thinks. But where the fuck is the waitress at with my drinks? My people outside and they can't get in. We're going to rush the back door and break them in. The owner already pissed because we sort of late, but our time and our clothes got to coordinate. That's what we're doing right now on Roll Call Friday.
What song is that?
Stand Up, Luda, 2003.
Wow.
It was just blasted in the car. I said, I'm writing this shit down. I'm telling the brigade.
We need this dude on. We need this guy.
Luda?
No, the guy that you keep on listening to that's playing this.
DJ Thump on Fridays. He plays it every morning between 9 and 10. It's the workout mix, 105.7. There it is. Oh. You should have seen me out in the driveway.
This show's already out of control. We're already off and running.
What the hell?
Yep, here we go. So stand up and a roll out. There we go. It's BBB featuring Dave. Yeah, we're a Drake song now. Oh, goodness.
It's coming. We can't even see it coming. We don't even know where it's going. Just get on the fucking train.
All right. Speaking of getting on the train.
I know where we're going.
We're going to Arizona
next week.
We're going to Arizona. No show on Monday. Okay. Don't freak out. We will do something in Arizona. Okay. Twitter Spaces, something, but just because of the logistics of everything that's going on, we're going to not do the show Monday because there's nothing going on anyway. It's Pro Bowl. It's there's no hockey. Basketball is really light. We're not missing much.
There's some things happening though that we'll talk about off the air. We may not be doing a show. We might be doing the Spaces. We might be doing some other things.
Yeah.
But we know some guys that might be doing some things. We might need to. Yeah. We'll talk about it later.
So we're going on earlier than before? We're going on Sunday?
I don't know what day I'm going. People want me to come down tonight.
Tonight? Jeez.
I ain't packed.
No,
I ain't ready.
I'm not packed. I ain't ready either. No,
not
coming down tonight. We'll go down Monday morning or Monday afternoon or whatever. But no show Monday. We'll figure out where we're going to be doing.
Unless we have an emergency show. We might have to have an emergency show.
That's fine. We do emergency show, but that's not going to be at 10 o'clock in the morning on Monday. Or 11 o'clock in the morning.
No.
So if there is an emergency show, we'll put it in the Discord channel and blast it all over Twitter. It's not going to be a traditional BVB. So at this time on Monday, we won't be here. But stay tuned. Lots of going. Tuesday, we're back. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Radio Row, down at the Super Bowl. We got invited to the media party tonight on Tuesday night. Today.
Media party?
Yeah, a little media party. It's all back.
Part of the media?
Well, it's all back now. I mean, all the stuff that was canceled for COVID is all back. So Monday night is the full-blown lunacy of media night, which I think we should go to. Tuesday is the welcome party, media welcome party. They say bring comfortable shoes, so I think they're having it in the desert, which I always like that when they do that.
On what day?
Tuesday night.
Wear comfortable shoes.
Yeah, so what it normally means is like Saddleback Ranch, that area.
Oh,
they go up there and they do it at a resort in some form or fashion. And then you got to like walk out to the event where they're going to have it outside. So if the weather's nice, which looks like the weather's going to be nice.
It's cold at night too there.
It's nice though. Desert cold's nice. I mean, we live here, so I'm used to it, but I like the desert cold night. It's hot in the morning and then desert cold and it's nice. All right, mister. What are you drinking? Was that water or iced coffee? What are you drinking?
I got both. I got an iced coffee,
all right,
and I got a water.
So this pertains to you now. Okay, so the temperature here in Las Vegas today, it is currently, well, I guess not that bad. It's 51 degrees today. It's a warmer day today.
It's actually balmy today compared to what it's been.
It's currently 12 degrees in my hometown of Andover, Mass.
That's cold.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Yes.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin'.
The legend of the best iced coffee in America.
Yes.
Even they want the explanation for people currently in Boston who are ordering iced coffees this morning.
Some people just don't change. They don't like change.
Even when it's this cold outside.
Since some people like it cold. You understand? This cold don't bother those people.
There's no way that negative 10 degrees is not going to bother you.
If you
Absolutely impossible.
drink iced coffee, it don't matter what the weather is outside. You just
It
drink iced
should.
coffee.
You should drink warm coffee, not iced coffee.
Some people don't like it hot.
Then fine. Then order something else that's hot. Order hot chocolate. Order a tea. Order something else. When it's 12 degrees and you're heading into a Saturday with air temperatures in the negative and wind chills, Jeff Dawson just posted it tomorrow.
Lord.
Wind chills of negative 30. There's going to be massholes who are going to walk into Dunkin' and they're going to say, "Give me a large regular iced coffee," which is 3 creams and 3 sugars
Man,
every day.
you got to bundle up.
And
You gotta
even Dunkin's official account is like, "What the hell is wrong with you guys?
bundle
Like,
up.
what are you doing? Why are you
gotta
walking in here? Why are you ordering iced coffees?" Because the entire country, Dave, have you seen what's going to happen in America? We're very lucky here in the West. We got it through. We're
Yes.
done with it.
Thank you.
Because in the Northeast, it's going to be stupid. The National Weather Service.
Hold on. This is the meteorology portion of the program.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
We're
Do
talking
we have
about wind
maps?
gusts.
Look, we have maps.
Maps. Wind
We have
gusts
maps.
up to 50 miles per hour. This all in the upper peninsula of Michigan, Wisconsin, North Dakota, all the way into New England. 35 to 50 mile per hour wind gusts with the air temperature in the negatives. -5, -10. The National Weather Service is saying that if you're in this coming up today and tomorrow, starting at 10 o'clock this morning until tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern time, that exposed skin could frostbite with it in as fast and as little as 10 minutes.
I hate that shit. I
If
hate
you-
that. It hurts. When you're not covered, you got to cover it all. Oh,
If your hand or face is exposed and you walk outside, you could have frostbite on the tip of your nose in 10 minutes.
see, that
This-
ain't playing. That ain't playing. You got to cover that shit up. You got to
That
cover
is
that up.
Arctic. This is once in a generation. They're calling this a once in generation cold in New England
They
today.
always do that, though. They always call it.
Well,
the
I don't
once in
know,
a
man. I've
generation,
never
and it's this
felt-
cold.
Omaha, Nebraska was the only time I ever felt negative 10-degree air temperature and wind chills in the negative 50s. It's the only time I ever felt that was in Omaha. Never by the ocean. You never see this by the ocean.
Yeah, you felt this in Pittsburgh. We felt this in Pittsburgh. I felt this at Penn State. They didn't even cancel classes. Said the high today is going to be 5, but minus 18. I remember. I think
Oh.
it was 89. One of the best gifts I ever got for my high school graduation. My parents bought me a fur hat.
Oh,
Big ass fur hat with the big flaps you tied up top, and then when it got cold, you put them down. And I look like a Russian operative, like my guy Stucky did with his jacket in the story that I told you the other day. Big
right.
fur thing, and I used to walk to Calm 150 across campus, and everybody looked at me like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm warm." I had
Yep.
big
Don't matter.
headphones on underneath,
Don't
and it's
matter.
big and covered up. All you could see was my eyes like this, and then you had to wear glasses too.
Hell
So I
yeah.
mean, you gotta cover up. You gotta stay covered.
This is no joke. If you are in basically like the Ohio, Pennsylvania, north of that area, you got to be careful this weekend. This is nothing to play around with.
Not playing.
It's going to be no joke up until Saturday, middle of the day. And then it's going to warm back up again. But New York City, Philadelphia. I mean, could you imagine if we were playing football this weekend? It'd be awesome. If the Eagles were
Awesome
playing.
for who?
No, but not the fans. Just to watch the game on TV. Make them go play in it. We get to watch it on TV. But it would be awesome to have this would be historic if you're playing football in this weather this weekend.
Listen, we got a lot of people watching the show live right now on the chat. Go ahead and hit the like button if you do. But Ladfa said we had this cold just a few years ago in Michigan. Y'all be all right.
Michigan's different. Michigan, you're used to it. New England doesn't get it. Doesn't get that.
Little bit different. Jay Galper, JG, he used to walk to class in minus 10 upstate New York. I mean, he gets it. Like he understands. KD Dow, is that Mrs. J Dow?
Yes.
We
Uh-huh.
went to school in West Virginia and we get emails to bundle up
Yeah. They
during
canceled
minus
school, Dave.
60 wind chill.
They canceled school, Dave. Massachusetts canceled school statewide.
You understand? They don't ever cancel school.
Not for wind, not for weather,
Not for this.
not for rain, not for snow,
No.
for cold temperatures. It made the kids cannot stand outside at the school bus stop. They canceled school. My mom texted me and said there's no school in the whole state. The whole
That's
state
how you
canceled.
know, like, it's cold, cold. Like, they can't have kids waiting out for the buses. They can't have kids walking to school and all this other stuff. I mean, plus, it's a little soft. Like, this is Massachusetts. I mean, let's just be honest. Let's call for what it is. That's a little bit soft because in the
Well, they're
Mid-Atlantic,
soft and yeah,
in
I'll
New
give you
York,
that.
Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan, bundle up like Ralphie and just put on a big clothes and scarf and get your ass to school. Let's
Avoid the
go.
polls. Don't go near any polls.
Don't
But
touch the poles. Is that a Vegas thing?
no, the polls. Tongue on polls. Ralphie thing.
Different pole. Different pole. In Philly,
No,
they grease the
same
pole.
pole, but different
Different pole.
use of the pole.
Different activity.
Different
What is
use,
the waitress have in my drink?
different use of the pole. As we found out with the peppermint rhino and the spearmint hippo. Or the peppermint hippo. Sorry, spearmint rhino and peppermint hippo. Sorry, I flipped them.
Spearmint rhino. Peppermint hippo.
Sorry, confusing the two.
They rhyme
Yeah.
in two, but they're two different places.
Yes.
Two
They both don't
different
appear on your credit,
flavors.
but they both don't appear on your credit card that way, which is a good thing. If just FYI. So
How
not
do
that I
you
would
know that?
I think I would know anything about that, but just they don't appear on the credit card in that way.
Vinny Elliott just said they
yeah.
cancel school in Tennessee if it's going to snow.
Oh, you want to talk about soft? Yes.
Oh,
1
oh.
inch of snow, Tennessee. They can't. You think we can't drive here?
Oh, no.
In Alabama and Tennessee,
Bad.
you put a little tiny any frozen anything on the roadways, and you're talking about 360 flip outs, cars slipping over. It's awful. They drive 100 miles an hour.
Well, why
They
don't
drive-
people slow down?
Some drive faster. Like all of the on ramps, like when you get it off the ground,
Yeah.
people drive like it's the Indy 500 and they crash and they wreck and they cause huge backups.
Well, because they think they're going to like beat the weather. Like they're going to
No, they drive normally. They drive as they normally would, and they don't realize that there's actually a substance between the rubber and the road, and you start spinning around. I saw it for years. So it's like, guys, you can't drive 95 miles per hour like you normally do in this weather.
cannot.
You can't do it. And they're like, and they close highways because of full like 8-car crashes across like the lanes of highways.
People.
Tractor trailer trucks jackknife, and then people crash into the back of it. And hi Griffey Jr. I don't ever seen you wear a hat on backwards. Wow.
Yeah, we're just going to keep changing it up. The total in the hat changes is 5.5. So
Oh, okay. That's it. That's low.
I hope they have the over.
Okay, I was gonna say that would be a low total for
It's
you.
going to be close.
It's gonna be close
on
on that.
Friday.
All right, so this is for you. The story is strictly for you.
Me?
Yeah.
What
Did you
about
see
the
what the
brigade?
Roy-
What about the
see what
people?
Royals? Well, that's for you. See what the Royals announced this morning?
Thank you, Mikey. Awesome. Thank you, you.
J Dow.
putting it out.
This is J Dow pointing this out. I didn't see this till J Dow said, "Hey, I got something for the rundown for you."
Oh Lord, when you sent it to me, I was like, "Listen, it's Super Bowl week. I got a lot of shit to take care of before we get down to Arizona. I
Yep.
can't be trying to order the powder blue, but I don't have a powder blue." And they said, "Dave, do you like the powder blue?" I don't like the powder blue. I fucking love the powder blue. Love the powder blue. If you're in the
Yes.
chat right now watching it, if you like any powder blue, put a yes or a no, a Y or an N right there.
Did
in
you see the
chat.
Canadians do it?
I did.
What the hell was that?
Well, the front of this hat is the Expos.
Okay, but what the hell was
And-
that? It had a red C, and the jersey was blue. It's like,
And-
wait,
and-
am I
and
watching like the
ode-
'70s Pittsburgh Penguins? Like, what the hell is that?
It was an ode to the
To who?
Expos.
Fuck that!
Expos powder blue.
You play what? No,
Whoa, what?
You play soccer. What are we doing? You play hockey. What do you mean? Ode to the Expo. So now we're doing cross sport remembrance jerseys. What the hell is this? That's stupid. Don't
Whoa.
do that.
Oh.
If you want to do a throwback, do a throwback. Don't do a Canadians ode to the Expos. That's complete baloney.
but
That's
the
such
pro-
nonsense.
But the problem with the throwback for the Canadians is that there is no throwback. They've had the same jersey since the beginning of time.
Which is the point. So if you want to do one, do a third number, do a black one, do an all red one, like do something. Don't do blue.
They did a baby blue was their third
No,
jersey.
look
of
dumb.
Retro
That looks
City
dumb.
Connect.
Not a
Dumb.
fan. Not a fan. It's like if the Bruins do that, I'll lose my mind. If the Bruins do something like that, I'll freak out. Don't do that. That's
The
just a
Bruins do
money
the
grab.
yellow. They do the gold. That's their alternate. The other.
But it's always
jersey.
been that way. The Bruins have always had a gold. That's not new. Bruins colors are black and gold. So wearing a gold jersey, I'm fine with. There's no blue in the Montreal Canadiens.
There's red, white, and blue. Blue, blanc, and rouge.
Where's the blue for the Canadians? It's white, red, and black.
And blue.
Black. It's not blue, it's black.
What are you talking about? If
The Canadians have blue, show me. I need to look at the Canadians logo. Where's the blue in the Canadians
the
logo?
Montreal Canadiens, their actual saying is the bleu, blanc, and rouge. That's blue, white, and red in French. Red, white, and blue. They reverse it. It's blue.
It's not that color blue.
But this is one of your all-time best being wrong moments of the show.
Yeah, I'm right. No, it's a dark blue. I'm looking at it. It's a dark blue.
You said
Those
black,
jerseys were not dark blue. Those jerseys were light blue. Those were powder blue.
A baby blue, powder
my
blue,
point.
ode to the Expos.
That's why it was dumb.
Jersey.
Anyways, that's not the point of the conversation. The point of the conversation is that on opening day, the Royals are wearing full-blown powder blues. Everyone wants this to be their permanent uniform.
I'm all for that.
And they're just saying we're doing this now because they're selling how do you feel about the jerseys having ads on them this year? You cool with that?
No, but what about, I mean, can't
fine
get
with
in
it.
the means of production.
I'm fine
it's
with
fine.
It
is what it is.
The NBA jersey was what really got me, and now I'm whatever. Everybody can have it now because hockey has it, and so they're having it in Major League Baseball. We used to think that was blasphemous and it will never happen, and now it's happening. But the jersey I saw for the Royals that has their logo is ugly as shit. It's awful.
Oh,
It's this
real?
weird. It's this weird like squiggly line, like it's an ode to the fountains.
Oh, the City Connect. Yeah. That was last year. They did the city. That was
so that's supposedly going to be more in the rotation.
You didn't like
now.
that?
I hated that. It looks awful. So now this jersey is opening day, and the fans are like, make it permanent, and the team isn't saying how many times they're going to wear these full-blown powder blues. Just for sure, opening day.
The script Royals across the front, right? It says script Royals.
Huh? I like
Baby
that. That's
blue.
an unbelievable uniform. It really is.
That
is. If you're going to suck,
gold.
at least look good when you suck.
Kansas City may be better, sir.
Nah.
Man, you just get the Midwest every day right here on the show. If you like to shit on the Midwest, come and watch the BVB every day.
I love Omaha. I love Omaha. I love that.
You do love Omaha.
I love Omaha.
This is true.
It's not all hate. It's not all hate. It's a lot of love.
Hate. No.
Just certain parts of certain regions, certain fan bases. But I mean, I don't like Kauffman Stadium, so I'm one of the few. Don't like Kauffman. And
why? It looks nice. Fountains, all this other stuff.
You haven't been there then. If you don't,
I have not. I want to go.
The oversized, they made a horrific mistake by putting that gargantuan eyesore of a billboard of a scoreboard in center field. It's an absolute eyesore. It's dumb. Yeah, that they tried to keep pace. They want to build a new ballpark, and I don't blame them. They want to go to downtown, and they want to build it downtown, and it's smart. They should want to build it downtown because if they built it anywhere near the Power and Light District, people would go even more. People go, but they would go even more if they had an easier way of getting it and could walk to the ballpark and have other stuff. I mean, it's tough to get out there, man. To a Chief game, it's one thing because you tailgate all day, but to a Royals game, which is across the parking lot,
right?
No good. It's old. It needs to go. Kauffman Stadium needs to go, but these unis need to stay. I think they should have them full time.
They're fantastic.
I think
for those tomorrow.
I think the pants is what the big, like they've worn a powder blue top before,
right? With white pants.
But the pants is what everyone's clamoring for.
This is when in the 70s, this is what everybody wore. St. Louis had powder blue top and bottom. The Phillies had powder blue top and bottom. That was the road unis for a lot of teams. Home whites, powder blues. Texas Rangers, absolute gold. Kansas City Royals, clean, just Royals in white. Minimal stripes on the sleeves. A navy belt or a royal belt to go with baby blue bottoms. Come on, this is like, you understand, in the softball world, like the coordination of the uniforms is a major deal. I've learned so much from the kids. Like they have to send out in the group chat every time we would go to a tournament. Friday, they would go top, belt, bottoms, and socks.
Stirrups or socks?
We tried stirrups one year. It kept coming out of the kids' heels. They didn't like them, so they said, "The hell with that." We just wore one solid sock. but then they even coordinated the undershirts to go with what if we were
Oh.
wearing, you know, the
Uh-huh.
red top jerseys, game jerseys, it was black undershirts. These
Nice.
kids took control of it. It was amazing. And me and the other coach were like, hey, man, we better coordinate what we're wearing so we look good too. Like, because these kids are really organized. So we would text each other black top, red shorts on Friday, reverse it Saturday, and it was always whites on Sunday. This is a big deal. Like, look good, feel good, play good. Look good, feel good, play good. Put that shit on a t-shirt for the BVB. Got all
There
kind
you
of
go.
stuff happening here. My
Yep.
God.
We will be off on Monday, like we mentioned. So
Yeah.
right now, Eagles -1.5. The total is 50.5. Do we see any movement by the time we come back on the air on Tuesday?
On the Super Bowl?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
When do the limits start to really open?
Today.
Okay.
Today. You better be today. If you haven't opened the limits yet, you've got to be just pretending to book the Super Bowl. I
Okay.
mean, it's 50.5 everywhere.
And what's 1.5 everywhere? I mean, it was 1. Somebody asked me yesterday, why is Circa at 1 still and not 1.5? And that didn't last long.
No, it's amazing the homogenization of the line. I mean, you can't tell me that like my buddy Butchie the Bookie down in the joint, he can't have 2 if he likes, the Eagles. I would think that somebody here would do that, or somebody in some part of the country would say, fuck it, I really like the Eagles. I'm going to let them bet the Chiefs.
I
Will
think
we
the
have
alternate
line movement?
spreads.
Probably.
Yeah, I think alt spread betting is going to be really fun this year. Laying 3.5, laying 4.
What about taking 3.5 or taking 4?
I think the Eagles are going to win, and I think the Eagles might win going away. So,
oh boy,
told you, I think the Eagles might win this game by double digits.
Landon 2E in the chat. Welcome, sir. Thank you for joining the show, being a part of the chat. Just asked a very important question. You asked, will there be line movement by Monday? He just asked, what am I going to do on Monday with no BVB?
Well, we told you we might do something. We may do a Twitter Spaces or something.
Yeah.
But you're going to get 4 days from the Super Bowl. Let us get down there and figure some things out.
We got to see some people about some things.
Yes. So let us get everything kind of, situated down there.
We'll be around. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. We'll be on socials, and we'll be doing some fun stuff.
Yeah,
so just won't be the show that you'll see. And then we get, literally the Monday after the Pro Bowl. I don't know if there's a worse day to talk about sports. That might be the worst day to talk about sports.
Why?
What's there to talk about?
The Monday after the Pro Bowl?
Yeah.
We could talk about
baseball futures.
We could talk about what uniforms they're going to wear in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We could talk about them
that's
arriving for the Super Bowl.
Riveting content.
How the health of the players. We could talk about.
Yeah, but they talk Monday. We'll find that out Monday night at the final media night. We'll find out all sorts of that fun stuff.
We've already done all that. What do we do? You're right. Well, I just thought of this. Everything I just said, we've already talked about all week. What do we talk about on Monday? Good question. I don't know.
So Tuesday gives us fun stuff. Tuesday we get into it, and Tuesday we can really have some fun with it. Talk about the games from Monday night in the NHL and go off and have some fun stuff with that. So that's why. One quick thing, because I want to put it on the record about Tom Brady. I've changed my opinion on Tom Brady.
Hold on. Let me get the listening glasses for this. You've changed.
It's on a rant, but
I
think Tom Brady is done. I really do. I think
he
he's
said
done.
he was done. What
I think
breaking news?
I know, but he said he was done, and I said I don't believe you. And
you believe him now?
Well, only because he's leaking it to the press that this is not a football thing. This is a family thing, and this is not. He had a chance to go different places. Like there's opportunities for him to go play other places, and he's telling people like, "What am I going to do? My kids are in Miami. I'm in Tampa, so I'm going to move to Miami, and that's where I'm going to be based out of. And I'm going to go call games a couple times a week for 6 months out of the year, and then work out of the house and be with the kids.
Ain't a bad life."
Nope. And I think officially he's done. I think that's it. I think
Especially
once
you got all that money.
Yeah,
once you make, we ain't got that money, but let's do it.
Once you make that cognizant decision that like, look, I'm going to be where my kids are, and I'm going to be in their lives
every day.
And I'm done. Like, I'm not going to be working out. I'm not going to watching. I'm not watching film. I'm not going to do the things. I'm going to be a dad, and I'm going to be in the kid's life. And I think when you make that decision and you make that change, you're done. Like, that's just, you're mentally done. Like, there's no more desire. And the Patriots want him to sign a one-day contract. Tommy Curran, who we interviewed last year at the Super Bowl, yesterday went on radio in Boston and said, it's not going to happen. Brady's not going to do that because Brady wanted to stay. I guess he told a story that Brady basically said to Robert Kraft, I don't want to move. My family is here. Don't make me leave. And Robert Kraft was kind of like, if Belichick doesn't want to do it, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
And so Brady was like, okay, fine, fuck you. And like the Brady and him have a good relationship, but like Brady will always have that. He's like, I'm not going to come back to let you guys do your photo op to get the fans on your side. I'm not doing it. I'm good. I'm not coming back.
I said that to you yesterday.
You're right.
I said,
and you're right.
And that when it was for them, not for him. And at some point, you got to pick for him and for his family.
The story to that I did not realize that he went to Kraft.
Yeah.
And said, I don't want to leave. I don't want to move my family.
Yeah.
And they're like, they kind of shrugged.
Yeah.
He wanted the extension. He wanted the extension all leading into that 2-year deal he signed. Before that, Tommy Curran is saying, before they got to that point, he was saying, sign me to a contract that's going to lock me in here for the rest of my career here in New England. And Kraft and Belichick wouldn't do it. Like, so we're talking like when he was like 40, 41, and they wouldn't do it. And he was like, fine. He was like, he left and I'm not coming back. So that's why he won't sign that 1-year deal. But I do think if it being a family thing, not a football thing, the competitive fires, I think, are finally calming down.
You can say it's a family thing. It gives you a pass. I think it really is a family thing.
I think it is too.
Situation. He's got. I mean, the family life is a mess.
He's got to.
Maybe publicly, he's got to fix it.
Maybe he stabilized it in a year and got everything kind of there, and like Giselle signed off on it and was like, "Hey, we'll make this work. You can go play." Maybe he would go back, but I don't think what incentive does she have? They're divorced. like, why does she want to help Brady? She's not gonna. And maybe he's gonna try to rectify things. Maybe he's gonna try to fix the marriage. Maybe he's gonna go back and say, "Hey, we don't know what happened, why they split. Maybe there's something. Maybe it was football. Maybe football is what destroyed it. And if it was, he can say, I'm not playing football anymore." So we try to make it work.
There's so much going on behind the scenes that we all don't know.
Yeah. No.
And I just know when you have all those distractions and you're trying to coordinate everything with the 4 or 5 people that are in your house that you made. I mean, you made these people. You and
his oldest is not. Yeah, he's got 3. His oldest is from Moynihan, but yeah,
right. But I mean, when you push comes to shove, as a parent, you're like, I made this person.
Right.
I'm on charge. I'm in charge of me making sure this person is 1, alive, and 2, I'm a part of their life. Like, at some point, everyone does it.
Yeah.
And then you have to go, okay, I'm in, or I can't because of my job, or my career has taken me this path, or my relationship with my significant other isn't what it is. You're living it. You're living it every day personally for the past year. I'm living it with you vicariously. Yesterday was another, I was like, this is unbelievable, but it was just one of those days. And I was like, I didn't see that one coming.
Nor did I.
That's what I'm saying. So like to do all of that.
Right.
And play quarterback in the NFL as Tom Brady. Maybe you can't do both.
Yeah, I don't think so. So I changed my opinion. I think he's done. Okay. Dirty or just a foul? It's the
cup check.
It's the cup check heard around the world with Donovan Mitchell getting smacked by Dylan Brooks.
What the?
Dirty or not? Brooks, if you didn't see the play, Brooks kind of swings over, and that's the shot. That's his hand going straight up and cracking Mitchell. Mitchell goes to the ground. He does the general reaction most guys have when you hit a man in that part of the body.
Not good.
Goes right at Dylan Brooks, and they both get ejected from the game.
Right. Man, we'll get to what the chat is blowing up right now because Kyrie just requested a trade from the Brooklyn Nets. So, so we'll get to that in a second. You want to talk about a low blow in the balls? Kyrie just hit Brooklyn with that, like right now,
Seriously.
publicly. Like what a clown!
He publicly asked for a trade?
Just it's
He
breaking
did.
news. It's all over the place right
Oh
now.
my
My
gosh.
man Z is in here. Zaid, OTG bets, Zach the Hat, Butta Hall, Blue Spader, Whitrock, Trent Junk. They're breaking news in the chat for us. Thank you,
Kyrie
boys.
wants out.
He wants out. Requested a trade. Guess things are tough there, but I guess KD
KD?
must be close to coming back.
Right? He
Right?
must
Like
be.
because that's why Kyrie wants to go. So always something with that guy. As far as Brooks on Mitchell, if you hit another man in the junk, Trent Junk, by the way, in the chat as
Yeah.
well, dirty as hell, he said. Um, it's not an accident. Let's put it that way. I mean, he was swinging, trying to hit something. I don't know if he got the low hanging fruit on purpose or not. All right. I don't know. But I know that Spider got up and had to make sure that he knew that he could never do that again to him or any of his teammates. You got to do what you got to do and take care of what you got to take care of. But when you get hit in another region and you can get up, you get up and take some shots. Do you think? I think it was dirty. I always think it's
100%.
dirty.
Oh, it was dirty. There's
You
no
can't-
debate. It was dirty. Yes.
Yeah, have you ever hit another man in that area
On purpose?
on purpose?
No, never on purpose.
No.
Unintentionally I have, but never on purpose. No.
Yeah, it's I mean,
I've elbowed people in sporting events and caught them there.
you went low. You went low.
No, they jumped.
They jumped. You didn't
And-
go low.
No, I didn't go low, but either you box out or you go up for a head and you clip them. You get them in that part of the body. Bless you. You get them in that part of the body.
I was going to
It's
say
not-
bullshit that they jumped, but I sneezed.
It's kind of hard for me to do. I'm 6 feet tall. You want me to dip down and throw an elbow to a groin? That's hard to do. Or you drop down and hit someone in the groin? No, but I have hit guys in the groin in sporting events where I was intentionally trying to elbow them. Yes, but I wasn't trying to elbow them in the nuts, and I just caught them, there.
I used to play hockey in high school and then in college, and the defensemen used to pull these dirty tricks all the time. They used to chop you in the back of the legs. Like the
Ouch.
goalie always used to hit the
Yeah.
blocker right in your lower back. But one of
Ow.
the moves that a couple of them dirty guys did, not going to name names where they went to school and what school they did go to. There was a couple of them, though, that like the IUP goalie, I'm going to find him someday. I'm going to find him, believe me.
Okay.
Put their stick between your legs. As the forward, I'm looking at the point, right? I'm waiting to see the defenseman take a shot. I'm either going to deflect it or try to screen the goalie and get out of the way at the last second. So I
Right.
can't see what's going on behind me, but I can feel it. They used to put their stick between your legs and give you a little boom cup check
Ow.
underneath. And when they catch you where the cup ain't, that's like
no
fighting
fun.
shit right there. You want to get very, very mad.
It's
You
a-
don't hit another man
Oh,
down there.
no.
You don't. It's
No,
not.
no,
It's
no.
dirty. It's dirty.
Definitely dirty. All right. So Kyrie, according to Woj, has requested a trade ahead of the deadline on Thursday.
Who?
And Kyrie Irving. Woj
Kyrie Irving.
is reporting he told the Nets he wants out. I mean, Kevin Durant keeps on being loyal to this guy. Like, at
Why?
what point does KD just chuck this guy out?
What are you doing, KD?
He wants
You
to
need
be
a guard, but do you
moved
need this
ahead of the-
guy?
I mean, what do you get for Kyrie Irving? Like, who wants Kyrie Irving? Lakers?
Oh.
Could he go back? Could he go back to with LeBron?
Oh, you want to talk about content?
You want to? Does that make sense? Him go to the Lakers?
You can't. I mean, come on. This
Well, I
would
mean,
just be
where? Who else? Who
complete
else is gonna?
implosion.
Who wants that that malcontent? Who wants Kyrie Irving? Like, what team is going
Oh,
to sign up
boy.
for him? He's just a goofy, wacko guy. You have no idea what he's going to say or what he's going to do or what he's going to tweet. He's a loose cannon who can ruin your franchise if you put him in your locker room.
Not really a good public relations move either, is it? He's not really.
But
you know,
LeBron could is one guy I think Kyrie probably would listen to.
really.
I mean, at least enough to like it's my team, shut up type of thing.
Oh boy, the hockey guys in the chat are not. That NBA is nauseating to me from Chris Otto. Lakers only Russ package. Can we send Russ? Russ reunite with KD
Oh, I kind of like that.
one more time. Circle it back in the big city.
I like that idea. That actually works. Kyrie for Russell Westbrook.
KD gets a dog from back in the day.
And
Russ, I
supposedly
don't need you to shoot threes, Russ. I don't need you to do nothing except take it to the hole.
And supposedly those two guys have mended the fence.
Men defense.
Like they've come around to each other after what happened at
Paint
OKC.
defense. Remember
So
Karate Kid, paint defense. Up and down.
So
paint defense.
that might actually work. I actually think Russ for Kyrie works in my book. I mean, you got to figure out the money, but I think that actually would be a win-win for both teams. West Coast, East Coast.
Mikey Awesome just came in and said once got shot in the yam bags during a paintball match.
Ow.
Not the best.
Not the best.
Louis Domingue, not the best. Son.
Oh my. Ow.
Brother
Ow.
Doug got me with a blow dart once.
What?
My brother Doug, he set me up.
Blow dart.
A blow dart.
Blow dart.
They had
I know, but I don't know what a blow dart is, but in that part of your body?
Got me. Set me up. Him and brother Dan called me into their room. I didn't see it coming. Opened the door. I said, "What do you want?" It had like a styrofoam tip or something, but
okay. It wasn't like it
wasn't a real one. My God, I would have been maimed forever. But I went down hard. It's one of the all-time best stories of the Sharapan household boys growing up. Yeah, the blow dart incident, forever remembered. Brother Doug will find you for that too. Don't worry, I'm coming to Columbus to see him.
Yikes. Okay, so are you interested in LeBron James passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the all-time points leader in NBA history?
It has historical significance, but let's think about this. Did Kareem shoot a three-pointer ever in his career? Okay. Did it in 6 less seasons too? And both of them didn't do like even close to what Wilt did. Like, well, I mean, this is so it's significant historically, but like the countdown and all this other stuff, I'm more interested in the NHL All-Star game than I am in that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree. No, I'm not. I'm bored. It has absolutely no significance to me, but I'm not a LeBron guy. So I think if you're a LeBron fan, if you stand for LeBron for the last decade, this is now the peak. This is the star on top of the Christmas tree. This is the thing that you will always point to. He is the all-time leading scorer in NBA history. Like it cements so many arguments about LeBron and who LeBron is. You know, forget about how early he started playing in the league. Forget about the way scoring was. Forget about load management. Forget about, sports science, all the things that enabled LeBron the three-point shot, like you mentioned, extra playoff games, all the things that have been beneficial for LeBron to get here. He's still going to be the all-time leading scorer in NBA history.
Do you know why this show is so good? And I'm just blessed and thankful that one, it's me and you. Two, we talk pretty good for two guys that are, I'm 52, you're 45. We got Farrah making sure these graphics roll and making this whole thing look good. But we got this chat where we say something to talk about, and they participate and tell us. Jimmy Jack with 4Ks, Jack came in and just said, Kareem, 1 for 18 career three-point shooting.
Wow.
Like, what other show does that? Like, I mean, that's just well, you got the guys telling you stuff that like producers do in your ears. Like, it's awesome. I mean, Farrah's trying to do this, so it's not like he's looking it up and trying. We appreciate you guys so much. I'm not downing the accomplishment.
No, but you said it right. There is a historical significance to the moment. It is a moment in NBA history. LeBron James becomes the all-time leading scorer, but there's all these different factors that come into how he
Right.
got there that have to be brought up.
And so, like, I don't know if this does this, today's 2/3/23, Michael Jordan Day. I didn't even know the guy had a holiday, but it's Michael Jordan Day.
Well, ESPN is making it into a thing, which
What
I
are you
refuse
doing,
to
people?
I
Right.
refuse to acknowledge it.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm not doing it either. Like
Uh-uh.
MJ was MJ.
Yes.
It happens to be
Even
2,
Jordan
3.
would probably be like, "What are you doing?
What are you
Like, this is
doing?
dumb.
What are you
Like,
doing?
running
Right.
back all." I mean, this is why there's no show on Monday, because on Friday before the Pro Bowl, they're running a highlight reel of Michael Jordan's best games over and over again on ESPN
It's too
because
much.
it's 2/3/23.
I don't think we need to. I- So you saying like LeBron, not apologists, just the LeBron supporters are going to put this and go to this. Oh, he's the all-time leading scorer in the NBA.
This is the
NBA
biggest
history.
Trump argument card they can play. This is it. This
Is
is what
it?
they've all been waiting for. Yes, this is what all been waiting for. This is the argument over Michael. This is the argument over Bill Russell.
They're
It's the
going to
ar-
use this.
Of course, it's the first page. This is the first line on his resume. LeBron James, the NBA all-time leading scorer.
It's just. I mean, I hate resumes and I hate looking at resumes, and I don't even know how to do a resume anymore because you got to put in the keywords to get the computer to scan it. Then you get a call about a job and all this other shit. I would just put a line through that. Put a line through that. I mean, that's great. Next. What are you doing?
Well, next is that people do care. You and I might not, but people do care because ticket prices ahead of when he might break the record are outrageous at the moment. Hopefully,
What?
did Matt correct this? He
What?
did not. It should be bucket.
Bucker sore. Ticket
I was
prices
worried.
to see the record-breaking Bucker sore.
I was nervous. I saw
Better
it.
to
And I was
just
like,
read it and own it. Bucker sore.
I got it. I was like, I need to correct that, and he didn't catch it. So I was like, hopefully he catches that. He didn't catch it. So yes.
Very
So here we
busy
go
morning.
with the ticket
What's this
prices.
say?
Okay.
Ticket prices surge.
So
What?
right now, February the 7th appears
Yeah.
to be the date LeBron will do it against the Thunder
In
next
LA.
week in LA. So LeBron is projected here because he scored 22 points last night. He's 88 points, 89 points away from the record. So he'll play a game this weekend, and then he'll be on pace, most likely, to get himself here. Ticket prices minimum $424. Average ticket
for
price
a game
is
between the Lakers and OKC Thunder?
and the average ticket price is $1,757
LA's crazy. You're
to
all
get
crazy.
in to watch LeBron break the record, to say they were there. I watched LeBron break the record.
You're all
If he
crazy.
doesn't do it on the 7th, he'll do it on the 9th, which is at home against the Bucks. Minimum price is $393. The average ticket price for that game is $1,931.
Come on.
$2,000. Would you pay $2,000 a ticket to watch LeBron James break the record?
No.
No.
I
I
mean,
would
no
not.
minus
No.
50,000 like I put on the thing. No, it's a sure thing.
No.
Absolutely not.
Yes, not even a little bit.
Wouldn't even
No.
consider it.
Yeah, not even question. I would go ahead and do that.
Ooh,
Zero.
Vinny Konowinski, our guy with the BVB logo, just came
Yeah.
in and said, wow, it doesn't matter. Steph will catch him in 6 or 7 years.
Like it. And the NBA would be more comfortable with Steph having the record, to be quite honest.
Ooh.
I think the NBA fan base would be more comfortable with Steph Curry being the all-time leading scorer in the league than LeBron. Yeah, I think it's probably right. Steph probably will have a chance to catch him. And then one more NBA story, and then we'll get to the Wager Wire market report.
Yes, sir.
CLV Society last night with the Nuggets and the Warriors. Did you see the line move in that game?
We were on the air when we did the show at live, and it was 12 or 12 and a half. It closed 6.
And
That's
what did they
6
win
points.
by? Nuggets won by 17.
Thanks for coming. They covered every number.
Every number. Doesn't matter what number you bet. Luckily, my over hit, so flew over on that. But that live total, by the way, for Warriors Nuggets was one of the highest. It was 267.
Yep.
It was like,
How you doing?
wait, what?
Right? Yeah.
267. Hi. It's like, okay, I think my 232 is pretty good. I
I think
got a
that's
40 point.
okay.
I
think
got a
we're gonna
40
get
point
there.
middle.
Yeah. Those are
think I'm
those
all
are
right.
fun. Those are fun. Another case of the switcheroo, the old switcheroo, where you put the line up and then the guys are not going to play, and then all of a sudden they're going to play, and all this other
All of
stuff, and
them.
everybody bets it one way, and everybody thinks they have solved the code, the Da Vinci code, the injury code, whatever bullshit code you want to put in there. Even the bots fell for the 12, the 11, the 10, the 9, the 8, the 7, and went all the way to 6. Good luck. The total 232 and a half to start. I think it closed 230 what? I believe 237 and a
Eight.
half, 238 pregame. Shit
In-game
happens.
267 and a half.
Shit happens.
Unbelievable. All right, time now for the Wager Wire market report.
Oh, yeah.
This ticket coming from our friends wagerwire.com. You guys can download the app right now. More on them here in just 1 second. But this ticket is from Caesars. They are not offering a buyout or a cash out option on this.
They don't do that. They don't do
Nope,
that.
they don't do that.
They don't do that.
So a better, so as opposed to a future or a big parlay, the books aren't even offering this at the
No.
moment. But
No.
this, a better in a similar situation, would have been forced to either hedge with a money line bet in the Chiefs or let it ride.
I'm gone.
The hedge option is detrimental for multiple respects, but primarily because it forces the bettor to sacrifice the liquidity in advance from the biggest betting event of the year.
Yes, sir.
Here's the ticket.
What do we got?
Winners, Eagles, plus 2,000. Exacta.
Eagles Chiefs. That a baby. Hit it. Bam.
$250 to win 5,000.
Now we're talking.
So what do you do with this? You just hedge or no hedge?
Different options, right? That's whatever your bankroll allows you to do. If you hedge, you bet a dime on the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl, plus 125 or whatever you can get. You're going to win money either way. You can do that. You can sell the ticket, right? This is what WagerWire does. They sell the ticket. Go buy the ticket, get out, because you don't offer at the place if you're betting at does not offer a cash out. You have no other option. You either bet the other side or you take the opportunity and sell the ticket.
Their point is that many people have this type of ticket right now, Eagles over Chiefs. And so if you're an average bettor who bets 10, $20 a game, and maybe you decided to put $250 down on this, you may not have the liquidity to come in and bet 2 dimes on the other side.
Correct.
To guarantee yourself that you're going to wind up cashing. So is this another one of those situations where certain books, the cash out option would be the feature that you would hope to have? So if a book doesn't do that, like books in Vegas don't do that, what do you do? How much should you put down the other side? As much as you can?
Cash out option is usually shit.
Fair.
It's not enough to maximize your return most of the time. Now, if you need the money, take it. But I always tell people everyone is different. Everyone is more risk tolerant or risk averse. I never tell anybody how to manage their money.
Right.
But you should give yourself every option to make something. You got all the way to the end. This is the end. There's no more games. You've nailed the exacta. Give yourself an opportunity to get some money.
I hedged this like there's no tomorrow. I not even a question.
You said
in my
the Eagles
mind.
are winning.
They are. I mean, I have an exacta ticket at almost as good of odds as this. I've got plus 1475.
Yeah,
on Eagles over Chiefs.
I mean, we got guys in the chat. I think he got 10 E's now on his thing. He said never hedge. Blue Spader, no hedge. It's called gambling. All of that is fine.
It's fine. Just not me.
Thing.
Yes, that's just not me.
Yeah,
you guys can do that. Hedging's for gardeners and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
fine. Like I just not me.
Yeah, I like money.
Yep. I like sure things.
Right.
I like knowing. I like going into a game knowing. But I will say this: I'm not going to.
Would you consider the hedge opportunity rather than just bet Kansas City on the money line and winning one or losing one, to going to Kansas City plus 3.5 alternate spread and going for the middle where you win them all? Take Kansas City, lay some extra juice on Kansas City plus 7.5. Game stays within a touchdown. Eagles win by 1 through 7.
What's the
we going to Sizzler?
What's the price on that? Alternate spread. Hold on. Let me see what
I could find a 7.5 would be nice. You might only be able to get 6.5. Sometimes around those key numbers, they don't give you the other side. They'll let you lay 6.5, take 6.5, but not 7.5. They'll jump 3.5, 6.5, 9.5, or 11.5, depending, and then 14.5, 17.5. That was the standard we used for alternate spreads in the book. But
you can't
see,
bet.
talisman, profit is profit.
Yes.
Edge.
Yes.
Making money is fun, losing is not. Chris
Yes.
Auto, PSU Auto.
Yes. That's how I am. I mean, people have said you're not a gambler. Okay. That's fine. I'm not a gambler.
JG can't go broke making a profit, though.
That's a Dave Sharapan steal.
Matt Lambert, only hedge to get your money back. Take some money for your time.
Yeah, I think you got to take some money for your time. I think you got to do that.
You can't lose money when you have this opportunity. This is what we did in the book. Minimize losses, maximize wins. When you get this opportunity, make sure you don't lose.
Right. Yeah.
Eagles winning margin 1-6 is plus 300.
Love it.
Take 3 to 1.
Love it.
There. I mean, the best thing about this, and this is why, in addition to being the last game, there's so much handle. There's so many options.
Right. They make so many markets to bet.
Oh, man.
Yeah, take it. I mean, last night was the first time I did not go down to the Westgate for the unveiling.
Yeah, do you
of
feel
the
like
props.
you missed it? You feel like you missed anything?
Nah, I don't know. I like being there. I decided not to go down there because I had Madeline, so I didn't go. But it's the first time in 3 years I wasn't there for the unveiling of it. So I like it. I like being there. It's fun. I don't make plays. I just like watching the pros.
Seeing everybody.
Yeah, and the pros.
It's like old folks home. Everybody's sitting there. Hey, how you doing? What are you doing? What do you like? What do you like? Everybody's asking each other what they like.
I think it's funny they make you bet 2 and then back of the line. Bet 2, back of the line.
You got to organize these because
they
try every move in the book. It's just like when tickets get released for games. And ticket brokers figured out how to pay somebody to sit in line and get their maximum number of tickets and stuff. They'll figure out different ways. So you had to say, look, you get 2 and move. That's it.
And then they move the number. 2, move the number.
Numbers
2,
great.
move the number.
This is why, you got to go down and get the 38-page front and back legal size papers from the Westgate. Friends there between Murray, Ed, Jeff Sherman. They do a great job every year. The new guys, are doing it. It's worth having that packet because you can track the line movements. The original sheets have the original numbers.
You see where it is now.
So you see where it is now, and you go, that must have been Rufus. That must have been so-and-so. That must have been Fez. I know them all.
Yeah.
You know who's playing what. Never forget the story. 2010. At the M, we announced that we were going to release the props Friday, the week before.
Right.
We were going to take 2 dimes a pop and do the same thing they did. We told everybody. We told for 3 days straight. We had guys drive in from Reno with bags of money to come and bet.
Wow.
We did $560,000 worth of prop bets in 4.5 hours.
Oh my gosh.
I went home at 6:30 that night. I came in the next day. I said, what was the number? 560,000 in bets. Less than a day in props. You tell me this shit isn't like real. It's crazy.
It's amazing. WagerWire empowers you to take control of your action and your bets as a portfolio of assets that can be bought and sold at any time. Bettors will soon be able to trade their bets through the WagerWire mobile app and within the partner sportsbooks apps via an integrated technology solution. You can jump in and out of futures all season, cash in on parlays before they bust, and trade game lines up to the buzzer. Seamlessly sync your favorite sportsbooks to track a real-time value of your bets, stack rewards, and play with celebrities or friends. Interested viewers of BVB should go into one of the fastest growing communities in sports betting at WagerWire on Twitter to follow them. Go to wagerwire.com, enter your email for updates and early access to the app when it launches. Okay, let's talk a little college basketball. We've not done that.
The bag. They wanted the bag sighting. I said, I'll put the bag on. All those guys last night had the bag.
Oh,
in the
yes.
bag. All
That's
the bad
true.
guys.
Yes.
All the bad
All the
guys.
bad guys had it.
They came correct with that bag.
I forgot to ask Rufus if he's making the kicking props again. He was all in on those last year.
Oh boy.
No kickoff no to a touchback on the first kickoff.
Yeah. Are we doing that again?
No upright to be struck. See the juice on that? Minus 600 for no upright to be hit.
They love to lay it. If they think the price should be minus 12 and it's only minus 6, they'll lay it until they get to their number.
600. It's a 10% probability that it happens. So that's why that it upright or crossbar being hit during it, and not on a kickoff, which is what happened a couple of years ago. People thought they cashed that.
Oh, check the house rules.
It's got to be
a
a field goal
ass.
attempt.
Kickoffs do not count.
People do not count when the kickoff hits an upright. It does not count. So there you go. How about Michigan last night? I like it when you're getting almost like with me, because when I make really loud proclamations, I tend to lose. When you make loud proclamations and say it's not going to happen, it's been happening lately.
I like it.
It's kind of good. So you're kind of getting into my realm of the proclamations.
Yes.
So nice little 2-0 night last night. Michigan, never a doubt, beating up on Northwestern. So maybe it's a story of some college basketball stuff.
Yes.
So let's get into it. What do you make? There's no number for this game as of yet. I can't figure out why. I'm looking around for it. Iowa, Illinois. Is it out yet?
I don't think so. Just look at KenPom. KenPom has a number.
That's not the official number. It's their number. It's a projection.
But what is it?
Book number. What's KenPom's number?
Hold on. I'll tell you what it is.
KenPom's number for this game coming up tomorrow is Iowa. It'll be Iowa -2.
There you go. So it'll come 2.5 or 3.
Total will be 157.
Yeah, I was going to say 158.5 or 159.5. The 160 numbers where you go, what do we want to find the top and go down, or we want to put it something where they'll bet us over?
Right.
Yeah. So there you go. Iowa minus, 2.5 or 3.
I mean, this got like national attention. This article, this ticket problem.
People are watching the show. I mean, I keep telling you that every day. They're watching the show. They saw it on this show, and then they said, "Oh, we gotta go find out what Perrault and Sharapan are talking about."
I don't know if that's true, but there's been some very poignant articles that have been written about this. Iowa issued a statement in regards to the Orange Crush, saying that the tickets were taken away from them and given and not given refunds. That actually, they say the Iowa Athletic Department became aware of a discounted group ticket order for the Iowa-Illinois men's basketball game on behalf of an Illinois chapter of the Boys and Girls Club, which is what the Orange Crush used to buy the tickets. In following up with that organization, it became clear this was not factual. When contacting the individual who made the original ticket order, they admitted to falsely ordering tickets under the nonprofit organization.
Oh, that was the issue. You can't do that.
Iowa Athletics has refunded the original ticket order and donated the tickets to the Boys and Girls Club of Cedar Rapids. We look forward to welcoming these kids to a sold-out Carver Hawkeye Arena this Saturday.
Just pay your fare. Pay your fare. They
so
tried to get around it and pay the cheap price for the kids for the discount.
Yep.
That ain't right. You're right to fucking take those tickets away. Now that I know the story.
So that's the Orange Crush is saying that they got robbed, that it was wrong.
I'm rooting for Iowa now.
I'm betting
Let's
Iowa.
lay it.
So I am betting Iowa. We'll do that during Bet It or Book It, but I am betting Iowa on this one.
I'm in.
So Iowa State plays Kansas tomorrow after the horrific throwing up all over themselves 23-point debacle at Texas Tech.
Why are we bringing that up?
Because they play Kansas tomorrow.
Jeez, what's
at home? 1.5.
God.
Iowa State's favored.
They're going to lose.
Necessarily agree that Iowa State should be favored in this game against Iowa. Against
they're
Kansas.
They're going to lose?
I think they're going to lose. Yes.
It's so square, right? To just
take
Kansas. It's the squarest play of the day.
Yep.
Oh, God.
I mean, it's going to close. Kansas is going to close as a favorite.
Relax, odds maker. What are you talking about?
Just telling you, they're going to close as a favorite.
Hold on.
Iowa State is 1-4.
Last name?
DeQuatro.
I'm gonna call you DeQuattro.
Joe.
When we're gonna do this, I'm gonna start calling you DeQuattro.
My
because
Grandpa Joe would love that. He'd be like,
Grandpa
"Keep-
Joe,
keep-
that's even better. I'll call you
keep the name.
Grandpa Joe so we don't
All right.
besmirch any last names. But your mother's maiden name was DeQuattro. My
Yep.
mother's maiden name was Deanne.
Yep.
It's bizarre how
More
all
vo-
these
more
we met
vowels
each
than
other
consonant-
later in life and all these
Yes.
other things. And
more
he had a
consonants.
transmission shop. I had a
Oh.
guy who was a drummer in a band. Clayto Deanne was my paternal grandfather that I never met. I fucking love music. It's crazy what happens. All that being said, stop moving the lines. Don't
Okay.
move the damn number. But
Okay.
the books are going to have to move the number. This will be a clear, sharp, square, rhombus, parallelogram divide.
That'll be on
Everyone
Iowa
will
State.
be on Kansas.
Yeah.
And that small, select group that knows everything will be on Iowa State. Good luck, both of you.
I mean, Kansas State lost at Iowa State as Iowa State was 5.5-point favorites. They beat them by 4 in the last home
Kansas
game.
won.
Kansas State, not Kansas, Kansas State. When they played Kansas at Kansas, lost by 2 points on a last second play.
Oh.
Tight game.
Oh.
They beat in the last 2 home games, they beat Texas by 11, covered there, did not cover against K-State on the road, lost to Okie State, lost to Missouri, and lost Texas Tech.
Damn. Butter Hall, Whitrock. They just played it pick. They got Kansas pick at DK.
Told you.
DK pick.
Ha.
They got Kansas pick.
Grandpa Joe knows something. Game's going to close with KU as a
Nader
favorite.
has Iowa State -1.5. So every book's different.
Well, now it's a Friday for the game's tomorrow. But tomorrow, when the game closes, when the game goes off tomorrow, Kansas is the favorite, in my opinion.
They're laying pick. They're going to lay it up.
No, they're taking the points right now. It's coming down. It's Iowa State -1.5. It's going to be Kansas. Right now, it's a pick. It'll be KU -1.
I think the books will let them just play it. I don't know. That's interesting. What time's that game? Now I got to watch that basketball. What time is that game?
12 noon.
Our time?
No, I think it's 12 noon local time or 12 noon Eastern.
Oh, it's early?
Yeah. Which is actually good for
Oh,
Kansas.
wow. 9 a.m. our time. That's
Yeah.
perfect. Okay, get that shit out of the way.
Good
Pick
for
'em.
Kansas. That's good for Kansas.
DK has pick 'em 135.5.
Take the plus. You can find the +1.5. I'll take it now.
My God. Bear Maulings, welcome, sir. He just said, morning, kids. The guy just woke up. The guy's always working. My goodness.
Working late.
Yeah. Roger Nader,
So
Curtis T. Adam Hyatt, Zach the Hat. Sorry, I'm just seeing them as I go here. Keep going.
You have not done a roll call Friday yet, so you got to get into it at some point.
Is it time?
Well, yeah, if you want to do it on Sports Grid, it's time. Yeah.
Oh my God. All right, we got to go all the way back. I mean,
We're an hour in, so
we got to go to the top. We're an hour in, so we got a little bit of time.
Yeah.
All right, Chef Benny, Shane Tuck, OTG Bets, Vinny Konowinski, Vinny Elliott. Welcome to the show, sir. Hit the like button while you're here. Kevin Whitrock, Roger Nader. You guys have been here from the beginning of the time of the show, and you're still here. That's what people do. They come in, stay, hit the like button, enjoy the show, participate in the chat. Eron Sean, Brandon Walton, Jordan Gorov, playing that music, baby. C. Taney 22, D. Weezy, Les, and Butchie the Bookie, Kevin Roper, Linus Crimmage. What the hell does that say? Linus Crimmage. I just like to say it twice, 2 times. Chris D, Biggie J 27, JG, Jay Galper, Blue Spader, Talisman. There was a song. Tally me banana. Harry Belafonte. I remember that. That's what that just made me think of. B2 Bar Down, Mark Richmond. Rich what? Richmond. Welcome, sir. Trent Junk, as always. Ante with 8, 9, 10 E's. Pierre Chevalier, C. Taney 22. Already said Whitrock. Sonic, Sonnik. We 100% are going to meet Sonic down in Arizona, where we're going to be next week. We're going to figure something out where we're all going to get together. If you watch the show and like the show and you're going to be there Super Bowl week, there's going to be some sort of meet and greet, get together, meal, shoot some pool, throw some darts. I don't know yet what we're going to do. Jesse Photo, J. Dow Betts and K. Dow Betts, my favorite BVB couple. They sent us that nice gift. Love
Mm.
those two. Can't wait to meet them.
Mm.
JC from KC. Who else here? I don't know. We got I saw Whitrock, Stevie Mack, as always, Christian Hastings, big participation on the Twitter from him. Really appreciate that. Jimmy Jack, as always, Trent Junk, Butta Hall. That's all I got right now. We'll get to the bottom of the list, but you guys keep participating, keep telling people. We moved houses, moved neighborhoods, and somehow, Perrault, everybody came with us.
It's a beautiful thing.
Everybody came with us.
We appreciate you guys being around.
You know who's not here though, but will be
who?
later? BetSmart US, Tyler.
Well, yeah, he's
Held up the
physically
sign at the airport.
in Vegas. He's physically here. So yeah,
Yeah,
BetSmart
we gotta
US is
see
here
him
for
later.
sure.
Yeah.
So Fantastic February on Twitter just sent me this DM.
Oh,
Said Lakers to win the title this morning were plus 5,000. Lakers after the Kyrie request are down to plus 3,300.
why?
Coming down? Looks like they're moving the book. They're moving on air. No one's betting the Lakers to win the championship right now, right?
Some rhombus or parallelogram may have come in and bet it and, added to the exposure, but the Lakers aren't winning the title even if they go get Kyrie. Stop. Relax.
Vinny Konowinski wants a Friday parlay. I mean, I've got five plays and better to book it. You can just parlay them together. So just if you want to parlay, just parlay them all together.
Give people the Discord channel location, please, because
bvbshow.com/chat. bvbshow.com/chat.
Brigade Discord. That's
Brigade Discord. Come on in, be a part of it.
Rainmaker 512. Forgot that guy. He's doing big work there.
He just posted a screenshot where Bet Rivers app almost let me bet a negative number for a wager.
What?
What are you doing, Sonic?
What?
Oh my gosh.
Don't start. Don't get
Trouble.
the brigade in trouble, please.
You start in trouble. My gosh. What is that?
GC Star Up just came in and said, I smashed the like button immediately
Good job.
and have you playing on the big screen TV today at home. How do we look?
Love it.
Thank you, GC Star Up.
All right. Kansas State's laying 1.5 against Texas tomorrow. Off for the blowout where KU annihilated K-State. What's your play after rivalry games? Bounce back spot?
Tejas.
Wow. You are just going opposite everything I'm thinking. This is interesting. Okay.
Tejas. That's my first thought.
You want a 9-13 ATS team and a team that's 2-6 on the road against K-State, who's 16-6 and 9-3 at home.
Make no
ATS.
sense. Make no sense. If I'm in the book, I know what I need. I look at this line. I said, we're going to need Texas for our lungs.
On the road, you're going to need. Why is the line 1.5?
Good question. Good question.
No, I just, this is the time of the year where I love bookmakers, because bookmakers put up lines that are dumb in college basketball. This is a dumb line. This should not be 1.5. This line should be higher. Yeah, Kansas should be favored.
What are you saying right now?
Kansas should be favored at Iowa State, and K-State should be a bigger favorite than 1.5 against Texas. I don't care what your number says. What do your eyes tell you? Kansas State's been one of the best teams in the Big 12 the whole year. Texas can't play on the road. They fired Chris Beard. They've got all sorts of problems. They're 2-6 on the road ATS.
Damn.
I love this 1-5. Thank you. Please. -1.5. Thank you very much.
Man.
Just like last night, Michigan's a better team than Northwestern. Why is Michigan catching 3.5 points against Northwestern?
It's a very good question.
They won by double digits. They killed them.
You were right. That's what I mean. That's the windows are open. You have people come and bet it. Let's go. That's what we're going to do. We're going to take all the bets.
Yep.
Just make sure, please, that if Tejas wins, you tell everybody.
Of course. I mean, look, Butta Hall saying that the magic of K-State's gone.
Ooh,
Why?
Why?
Oh, it's January. It's February. What are we doing?
February.
It's
Quit
early
saying
February.
it's January. Turn the calendar. It's February.
February 2nd. Or 3rd. Yeah, whatever it is.
It's the 3rd. Yesterday was the 2nd. Groundhog Day was yesterday.
See, Groundhog Day, though. I'd say it's the 2nd. If I call it the 2nd.
I forgot to text C-Mac. He was going to come on and tell us about the coverage of he was in Punxsutawney.
That would have been funny.
I forgot. So much shit going on this morning.
Yeah. So I'm just saying. This is how it is. I don't know. I'm just saying. I mean, these are things that I'm pointing out. Lines that did not make any sense. Iowa should be a bigger favorite. Illinois. KU should be favored over Iowa State. K-State should be a bigger favor against Texas. I think the books are off on the Big 12. That's fine. That's good. We'll bet it, and we'll see where we're going to wind up on this. You mentioned it off the air a little bit, I think. UNLV, 15-7 straight up on the year. 9.5-point favorites tonight against Fresno.
Hefty.
The Rebels are 4-7 ATS at home. What the hell is this number?
Maybe wrong.
I mean, this is too heavy. This is what are we doing? Yeah, this is.
I don't like this. I don't know. This is dog. This is
Listen,
you may get me. You may get me, but you're not getting me to lay it. I can tell you that right now.
You're walking into one if you decide to bet this.
Dick Kemba used to do that. No.
Yeah.
Not 9.5, not for me. No.
Not if, and it's not moving. It's 9.5. It's juiced to the dog a little bit at FanDuel, but 465.
Why would it
money
move?
line.
It's Friday night. Did you see the list? I mean, Fairfield, Quinnipiac. You got all the
Harvard,
Ivies,
Yale,
Cornell,
Harvard,
Princeton,
Yale,
Columbia, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, come on, you're not into Harvard, Yale tonight.
Harvard, Yale's a big matchup, is it not?
Little Brown, Dartmouth, little Ivy League on a Friday night.
-3, -1.5. Both road favorites. Just parlay the dogs on the money line. Boom, boom. Done.
One of the greatest stories you've ever told me, and one of the things I always reference this on Fridays. I don't know why it's stuck into my fucking head, but it's stuck into my brain. The people that would bet Friday night Ivy League like every week.
Oh.
And you were like, that they do that all the time, right? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, oh, Friday night Ivy League. People come in like the pros. They love it.
Oh.
They hammer it.
Oh.
I couldn't get over it. I was like, they do what? They hammer what now? He's like, Ivy League Friday night. It's a thing. They bet it all the time. Couldn't get out of my head.
We tried literally in Curacao. We tried to hire a guy. I think we called him Ivy Friday Jimmy. I forget what I forget the nickname we called him, but he used to call and he'd annihilated us. He'd bet a game, it would move 6 points and was never in question. And the guy was working for us said, next time he calls, see if he wants a job. I said, what do you mean? He said, tell him he'll give us the numbers before on Thursday night. We'll pay him. Can't beat him. Can't beat him. Try to hire him. Bring him on. Tell him to give us the Ivies because we couldn't win. We had no shot. He was that much better. Numbers are terrible. Dog. Harvard, Dartmouth. Dog. Parlay.
How about Fresno? Dog.
Plus the points. Fresno ain't winning, are they? Fresno winning?
No,
I don't think they're going to win.
For the school that I work at sake, I hope not. But if you take
these guys, Tanner Daria coming in with Princeton money line, Stevie Mack, Princeton money line. Who's Princeton playing against Cornell?
Princeton, yeah.
Princeton -3. Short number.
If you take Harvard plus the points and Dartmouth plus the points and Fresno plus the points, it's nearly a 6-1 parlay. That can be your don't bet a parlay Friday parlay.
Boise State, San Diego State is tonight.
Hold on. That's the next game.
I just looked out at the chat. I didn't mean to go ahead. Jump ahead. Go ahead.
That's fine. Boise +6 on the road at San Diego State. Boise's 8-3-1 ATS on the road this year. They're catching 6 points.
Got to be a play. Can't get to San Diego State right. They were 3-point favorites on the road the last game at Nevada, right? Lose.
Yep.
Like I think the numbers on San Diego State, the power rating, whatever it is a little bit off. It's a little bit extra. This line should be 3.5. Under 2 buckets, I'd buy.
Yeah.
Over 2 buckets, sell San Diego State, buy Boise State.
Yeah, it's interesting. I need to see a little more of San Diego State. It's the best game tonight. 134.5 is the total. 5.5 at some books. It's coming down a little bit now on this. San Diego State, because like last night I decided to take a bit of a flyer on FAU, who had won. I think they'd won 20 games in a row. Going into UAB, and I was like, all right, let's see. It was a short. They were catching 3.5 points. I was like, all right, let's see. They got thumped by UAB.
Yeah,
never close. Never close. Killed them. So I wonder here is a similar situation happening here. San Diego State's 8-11-2. ATS 5-4-1 in the conference, but 3-6-2 ATS at home up against an 8-3-1 Boise State's team. So I'm like, what am I missing with a 6-point line? I just wonder if San Diego State's alive.
Yeah. I mean, I think you'll see the line come down a little bit, just looking at where I'm looking.
Are they in to go? They lost to Nevada by 9, but before that, they had won 3 straight games by 21, 10, 10, and 6. San Jose State, Utah State, Air Force, and Colorado State.
Chef Benny has all the fun sayings. He said yuck fail for Yale. And then he said you
Yuck
can't
fail.
spell liquor without QU.
Oh, yeah.
Quinnipiac University.
Quinnipiac. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Quinnipiac.
These are just English. These are New England terms that we've all known for years. You're learning. This is like you in Iowa.
You guys all talk, right? You guys all talk all that.
This is like me giving you the come and go line, and you're like, the come and what?
I
It's the
just
same
can't.
thing.
I just can't.
It's a similar thing.
Not right now. Show's almost over.
It's the
Stop.
similar. It's the same thing. It's the same as that conversation. It's yuck fail is the whole thing of going after Harvard and Yale. So Chef Benny must be a Harvard fan.
Very
Celtics are 9.5-point favorites against the Suns tonight. Are we comfortable flexing on this number?
Come on.
This is heavy again. But they just covered this
I know.
against the Nets.
Right?
So, I mean, the Suns must be benching everybody tonight, right? No one's playing. We know Booker's out, but no one's got to be playing this for the Suns, right?
Right.
Numbers.
Has to be. I don't know.
Ridiculous.
Numbers coming down. It's painted 9 right now. That's a lot. I mean,
Boston hadn't covered for 6 straight,
right?
Yeah, 6 straight games, and then they won by 43 against Brooklyn. Could that be the last game that Kyrie Irving plays for the Nets? Against Boston, loses by 43 points, and then he asks for a trade.
What do you think went on in that locker room after? Now he went and requested.
Looks like somebody went at somebody. Yeah, somebody went at somebody. Yeah, either KD or somebody said something.
Washington at Brooklyn tomorrow, 3:00 Pacific, 6:00 Eastern. Tonight, I mean, 9 is enough for me to just watch. I don't want to do anything with that. I'm not comfortable.
I would bet
the graphic says comfortable laying this number. Absolutely not. Comfortable taking this number. Absolutely not.
Here's the bet I would make, though. I think Boston at home is back on this first half team total over.
Oh, what's the number? 60?
It should be. Let's see the first half. Boston first half team total.
61.
There it is. 56.5.
Ooh. Big adjustment down.
Yes. So this is back on. Everybody got hot with this. They bet. It started to go up. And then Boston stopped covering this at home.
My.
They started scoring 50, 52, 53, started getting way under. So the number got adjusted. Pros were betting the under, and it's coming back down. Now it's 56.5 against the Suns. I think this again, you go back to betting this for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
Boston first half team total over. FanDuel's got it at 56.5.
Suns start a long odyssey on this game. Like this is they got road trips. They just got housed against Atlanta at home, right?
Yeah.
The trick line of the night that night. They were -1 or 1.5 against Atlanta. Remember I said we were going to go down and see Lauren?
Yes.
That was this is the first game of a long roadie for the Suns. They're not winning. They're not going to Boston and winning. Lay it with the C's. That's what the chat keeps flowing right now. Lay it with the C's.
Yeah. Magic +5 against Minnesota. Orlando nearly covered both games against Philly. They won one game outright as 10-point dogs, and then they lost by 11 as 10.5-point dogs.
Yep.
Playing well on this road trip.
Line's already 4.5, 4 at other places.
Wow.
Yeah,
Look at
everybody's
that
paying
move.
attention.
Okay.
They're watching the show. I keep telling you this.
There we go. Good move.
Orlando. Yeah, it's Orlando or nothing. I don't want Minnesota there.
All right. And then finally, the Kings at the Pacers. Sacramento is number 2 now, ATS in the NBA. Second best team in the league.
Sacktown!
ATS right now. They're doing well.
Beam. Light the beam. 4 on the road? 4 on the road?
3. It's 3 on the road.
It's 4 now, sir.
Oh, okay. So
updated number 4. There's only 2 3.5s left. Circa and Caesars, William Hill. Yeah, good number. Lay 3.
Yeah, I like
good.
The Kings tonight.
Even with Halliburton back.
I like the Kings tonight too.
Yep.
All right, time for better to book it.
Bang it out. Let's go. Bam, bam, bam.
First game. These games By the way, I'm wearing the hat. Yes, these games are going to be on tomorrow's podcast. So
Da
yes,
Juice.
the Daily Juice is back, by the way, with me. More on that in my favorite thing about today.
Yes.
But these games will, some of them, not all of them, but some of them will appear. This one will, just for old time's sakes.
Right.
Creighton has a chance to beat the dog shit out of Nova tomorrow.
You're back on this train again, aren't you?
Well, they're back. The Jays are back, and they're at home, and they're killing. I mean, right now, Creighton's playing really well, and I mean, you want to talk about leaking oil at the moment. Nova is bad.
Bad?
This is a double digit. They beat Georgetown on the road by 10. They beat Xavier at home, and they kicked the living crap out of them by 17. They beat St. John's 104-76. They beat Butler 73-52. I mean, right now, the Jays are hot, and Nova made them eat it all of Jay Wright's career. Never beat him.
Oh, payback.
Jay Wright,
time.
This is Coach McDermott. When he sees Villanova, this is payback time. Sold out arena. They're going to be rocking tomorrow night in Omaha.
Payback.
This is the game I was going to fly back to. I was going to go to this game because I know what this game's going to be like.
We got stuff to do.
Nope.
Yeah, we can't
do it. But this was when we said let's go to a game for Creighton. They might be top 5 of the country. Blah blah blah. This was the game. I said, all right, Creighton hosting Villanova. Let's see what the Jays are going to be able to do. And
-9.
The Jays are starting to come around. Yeah, it's 9.
Oh boy,
I'm laying it.
All right,
betting it or booking it.
Okay. I think I'll book it. It just seems high. It ain't personal. It just seems high.
It's not high. Nova's
not
bad,
high.
man. Nova's bad.
Nova's bad.
They're not good. Nova is 7-15 ATS. They're 5-9 ATS on the road. They lost to Marquette by 9, lost to Providence by 5. Only beat Georgetown by 4, and Georgetown's horrible at home.
Terrible.
They beat them by 4 at home. Lost to Butler by 8. Butler is terrible. This is what happens when your Hall of Fame coach leaves.
So
talent leaves with them.
Double-digit win, you're saying?
Yes. This is a party game for the Creighton Blue Jays. This is a drink fest party game. Night game in Omaha.
You remember the song Party All the Time by Eddie Murphy?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Hey.
My girl likes to.
Party all the time, all the time. I tweeted the video today. It puts you in such a good mood. I didn't know Eddie could sing. He went up high in that song. All right, well, party all the time for Creighton Blue Jays.
Wow, flipped you around.
This is good.
I'm fading Purdue again. Indiana plus 1.5 at home against Purdue.
Come on, son.
Give me the Hoosiers. Let's go.
How many times you got to fade Purdue to learn? How many times you going to do it?
I think I'm 0-2 on the year fading Purdue.
That's what I'm saying. I'm booking this one. Give me the Purdue Boilermakers.
Ohio State should have beaten Purdue.
100%.
They threw up all over themselves.
Did not win. Yes.
Let's hope that Mike Woodson's team does not do that. Indiana's 8-4 ATS at home. Purdue is 6-4-1 ATS on the road. Both these teams are pretty much, even in terms of ATS. I like Indiana. Bloomington's going to be bouncing on Saturday.
Oh, that's a fun game. It's got to be a fun game to go to.
Hell, I've never gone to Assembly Hall. I have never been there. I got to go to it.
Got to go.
I've been to a couple cool places. I've not been to Assembly Hall yet.
100% at some point, I got to get them candy striped pants too.
I thought you wear them in Arizona. That's when you break them out, is on Radio Row.
If I had them, I would. I got to get them. Benny Heisler, my boy Ben.
Yeah.
He had them. He bought them. He bought them in college, and they still fit.
Good for him.
I don't know, but I want them snap pants, them candy stripers, but I don't want them on Saturday. Give me Purdue.
Let's go, Indiana. Kansas State -1.5. Sorry, Kansas -1.5. Or it should be +1.5. Sorry, I wrote that wrong. It will be 1.5. Kansas will close as a favorite. But that was me predicting in my brain.
Subliminal move.
Yeah,
that's it.
That was my brain of what it will. Yeah, that's what the line will be when it closes. That's not the line now. It's +1.5. Kansas +1.5 against Iowa State.
Oh my goodness.
That was a subliminal. Yes, that was a message because I was thinking that Kansas is going to be a favorite.
We'll take Kansas. We'll bet this one. Kansas
All
is
right.
winning. Iowa State, that was such a bad loss. I'll be interested to see how they bounce back, but I think Kansas is going the right direction. That one is going to send a little bit of a tailspin for Iowa
Yeah,
State.
I agree. K-State -1.5 against Texas. You like Texas?
Tejas.
I like K-State.
This just don't make no sense to me, but I know every book in the world. My book friends, they'll need Tejas. I'll root for Tejas. I hope you win your bet, but I don't think you will. I'm gonna
All
vote
right.
that.
And finally, Iowa, Illinois over 155.5 for tomorrow. Iowa is an over team at home.
They are an over team.
9 and 4 to the over at home.
Over. Bet it. I was going to win.
Yes, that too. I'm on Iowa too, but
I was going to win. You can't pull those moves like that at Illinois. You can't do it. You cannot do it.
so the Orange Crush is going to cost them the game.
It's going to
you're
cost
saying?
them everything.
All right.
You can't
I
do
don't go
that
that
shit.
far, but I think we'll have a fast-paced game. Iowa will score a bunch of points. I like Iowa to win, Iowa to cover, and the over. All right. Favorite thing about today is what?
Favorite thing about today, we got two things.
Mm.
Right after the show, I'm going to the school to watch little Consig Kendall give her presentation on the country Ukraine. She's put together a brochure. She's studied it for weeks, written down all the notes, and she's going to stand up in front of the class and deliver a big presentation. After
With the parents? Very cool.
Parents, kids, the whole grade, I think, is coming in
Nice.
or something. So, and
Cool.
she ain't even afraid. She ain't afraid of getting up and talking in front of people, doing dances. I told you her deal for the end of the school year in December, she got up and told 4 jokes was her stand-up.
Unbelievable.
She did. It's amazing. So, and she got the Student of the Month award this morning at the school for January. So, big
Very
day
cool.
for little Consig. All right.
Big day.
Awesome stuff. So that's the immediate future. But then after that, for the next 48 hours, I'm doing laundry. I'm getting bags, multiple bags of stuff to get on the road and get down to Arizona for the BVB on the fucking road at the Super Bowl at Radio Row, baby. We're going to be there all week talking to people, walking around like we own a joint like we did last year when we were with props. We're not with props anymore. We're on our own, which means if you like us, come talk to us. If you want to be on the show, come talk to us. We're open for business. We are ready to be there. I have to determine what makes the cut and what doesn't, because it's about a 4.5-hour drive if you don't stop the piss. If I forget something.
That long?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Why have I done it in 3.5?
Fast. Well, because you drive like a maniac. I mean,
okay.
It may only
3.5.
I
was like, maybe 4.5 hours. It took me 3.5 hours. I made it to Phoenix in 3.5.
It might take you 3.5. This is my wife used to come and see me, for title shots and things like that when she lived here and I lived there. She'd get there in 3 hours and 15 minutes. And I used to beg her, like, stop driving so fast. But, there was only so much time we had. What?
There's nobody there. Once you get clear of like Boulder City, there's nobody there.
You know who's there? Cops.
Ooh,
a lot of them.
I got a radar detector. They
got it too. Be careful.
So I see them before they see me. It's beautiful.
Just be careful. Anyhow,
open that baby up. Let's go.
Big week, BVB. Big week, you with the juice. Big week, little Consig, family, brigade, all of it. Best thing about today.
Yeah. So my favorite thing about today, for those of you guys who may not have seen the post this morning, is that I have done a picks podcast since July of 2020. I started it with the Daily Juice. When we went to props, I was told, hey, you can't keep doing that. It's a conflict. So you can work your contract out. And then my contract ended in July of this past year in 2022. That's why I started just the picks, which works well because it gives me the chance to see the board. And then it's basically show prep that I'm doing for this show. Well, just the picks was awesome. And I thank everyone who came with me, but it still wasn't really where I was. And so just how luck and things in the world and the universe, things align and there was an opening. and there was a chance for me to go back, and they called and said, hey, would you be interested in coming back?
Yeah.
And I signed a 2-year deal. So like, this is not like a short term, like 1-2, we're going to be there for the next, 700 days plus doing the podcast starting tonight. So that will be, if you've not listened to the Daily Juice in a while, for whatever reason, I'll be back doing that. It gives me the freedom though, to focus on this show. And it's a big boulder and weight off my chest. And it lets me be more,
Breathe.
It lets me breathe. It lets me not worry about a variety of things that I was very concerned about. And it's the universe's way of just saying, like, we told you to calm down, just relax.
Yep.
Things are going to be fine.
We're going to
Don't
be okay.
worry. Everything's going to work out.
Yep.
And that has been, I told you guys a couple weeks ago that like I entered in like a calming sense of peace that things were going to work out.
Yep.
One phone call can change your life. I've told my students this forever. One phone call can change everything. And I got a phone call out of the blue, and the owner of Betting Pros was like, do you want to come back? And I was like, wow, let me think about that. But that's amazing. This could really work out. That could be perfect. So you never know. You never know what one day, what one phone call, what one email, one DM or something could hit you, and everything could kind of work out for itself. So excited to get back to it. I've been off for 3 days. It's been really weird. Like, I've gone to bed at 10 o'clock or I've gone to sleep with Madeline and woken up, but I've been like not having to run around and do show prep or whatever.
Wait a second. I thought we were.
Yeah, we were on the phone last night, but I
woke
woke up. I was asleep and then I woke up.
Oh,
but
I got you. All right.
Hockey is not there.
No
and I can't wait for the Juice, because people who listened to the Juice before are going to be inundated with a whole lot of hockey.
Yeah, it's been working.
They haven't. Oh yeah.
Whatever's
So
working.
I have a new philosophy. I have a new angle. So it's going to be fun to see how the audience responds who haven't heard the pod in a while, because it's different and it's been working. And January was very good and I had a good month, and I'm going to take it into February. And so that's going to be a lot of fun. And then the kind of dovetail on your point is that getting to go to the Super Bowl was always a big thing for me. I had never done it before last year. I had worked all over the country. I'd never done Radio Row. It was always that one thing that people would like in the media, for whatever reason. It's the biggest blank measuring contest. It's ridiculous. But being there and watching all of the people act in the way that they act. Yeah. The way that they would walk around and like the hierarchy that they think.
Yeah.
And then I just loved it because Pat McAfee became the biggest star that I've seen walk a media room.
Yep.
And it was unbelievable. Like, it was so neat to watch him and to watch the way that people interacted with him and the way they handled it. And it just knocked all those people down a peg. And I was like, that's beautiful. I absolutely love that.
Yep.
It's the first time a legal state will have a Super Bowl. We've never seen this. So what happens? I cannot wait to see, because you made the prediction that I'll take all their bets right here and I'm like, we've never seen a sports book be at a stadium. There is a sports book at State Farm Stadium.
Across the street. It's across the street.
Well, it's
We're
there.
going to go
So
there. We'll be there.
Okay. So sports book there. Never happened before. Never in the history of the Super Bowl. We've never had this happen before.
Nope.
So what we know of book friends of ours who are already going down there to do the rounds. Like, we know people are going to be like, how many books are going to be there? All of them, every single one, because we're going to be the moth to a flame. If that's the case, every book is going to come at us.
Yeah. Hey, you want to be on the show? I'm like, hey, we'll
I can't wait,
we'll
Dave.
let you know.
Yeah, Dave's going to be the gatekeeper on that. I'm going to say, ask him, because I'm not handling it.
Yeah, ask me.
Yeah, ask him.
At
Don't ask
Sports
me.
BK Consig.
Ask him.
No, my DMs are closed unless I ask you. That's how it. Yeah, I'll book the show. That's perfect.
Oh,
I'll
yes,
book
that's
the
true.
show.
Oh, yeah.
We'll keep track. We'll keep track. All the people that have been there and all the people that have continue to be there, you're on the show. The rest of you, we'll see.
Move along. Tuesday, live in Arizona. No show on Monday. Okay, we will do it, but be watching
live show
at Sports BK Consig and at Sports Talk Matt. If we do something from Arizona, we'll tell you. Okay, we may do just a weird Twitter Spaces. We may jump in and set everything up and do a test show for a half an hour. We may have a chance. We may find a really big guest wandering around, and we're just like, "Hey man, you want to sit down? Let's talk." And we just throw them on and got the bag. So watch our socials for what may be happening. But as of right now, this show won't air Monday, but then Tuesday on from the Super Bowl in Arizona. Farah, Sharapan, Perrault, talk to you next week.